just like love and anger and all the different emotions, anxiety is very normal. It is not something strange. The person is not going crazy. They're not weird. They're not demonic possessed. It's very normal. And it is not just a condition that affects people in one part of the world or in one type of society or one type of ethnic group. It is all over the world. And these people they are very nervous a lot, and they feel anxious a lot about stuff, especially about when they have to go through changes or when they're going to experience new things. Now, it doesn't just happen like, okay, well, it's anxiety comes when you're going through menopause or when you're going through secondary school or primary school. It can happen anytime and at any point in somebody's life. It can happen. Somebody has their hand raised.
Just
yes,
for
I
the
want to
sake
have
of
a question.
I'm sorry. Is there any way for the audience if we could just either type your questions in the chat room or wait until the end of the presentation so that we make sure that we go through the content first? I would appreciate that.
No problem.
Yeah, so type it in the chat and then we'll get to it as soon as she's finished so that we get through the content first. I'm sorry, I should have said that first.
Good.
Okay. So what causes it? What causes anxiety? What causes somebody to feel anxious or to go through these emotions? There's a lot of research and there are a lot of studies that are being done to like pinpoint the exact cause of anxiety. That unfortunately that has not been done, or they have not been able to give an exact cause for it, like many other some illnesses, but they have found out a lot of information. And some of the information they're finding out is that certain situations or combination of different factors can cause anxiety. Like there are physical changes, like changes that happen in the brain, in the body, and it can also come from stuff that's happening in the person's environment, like stressful events that's happening in their environment. Some of these studies have also been able to discover that certain people can get anxiety from their parents. So it's hereditary. It comes from parent to child, and it can come from an individual having a traumatic event in their life, like a young child losing a parent at a very early age through a very violent means, or somebody experiences an issue like a rape or an assault. Those kind of events can cause somebody to eventually suffer from anxiety. Okay, so just like Dr. B mentioned at the beginning, there are 3 factors that are linked with anxiety. Anxiety can be because the person is experiencing a real issue. Something is really going on in their life, like you can see it around, or it can be something that is in their head. So, for example, we are presently in a global pandemic. We're in a pandemic with this COVID-19 virus, and a lot of people are anxious because some people feel that they're going to lose their jobs. Some people fear for their health, like, am I going to catch the virus? Will I be able to survive if I catch it? That's real. We know that there's actually a virus going around. But some people can also have imaginary stuff, like if they turn off the light, like something's going to happen to them, they will stifle. Some people have phobias of driving and animals attacking them and that kind of thing, like they feel it in their head. So the 3 main factors is insecurity, that constant feeling like something bad is going to happen to me at any time. So they're always nervous and they're always uneasy and always looking over their shoulder because they feel that it's going to happen to them. And then we have the helplessness, where they feel like, okay, nobody's going to help me. And an example of that might be like you have a young woman who is having her first child and she doesn't have any support and she just feels helpless. Like, what am I going to do for this baby? And she's nervous about that. And isolation, you feel you're alone. Like there are elderly people who don't have family members or they don't have anybody close to them.